Hello everyone, so I just had a very enjoyable day out at the Exmouth Imperial Wargames show, which is actually held in Exeter, which is close to Exmouth. It's called Legionary, and it's held at the Matford Centre, which is just outside of Exeter. In the past, I've always been taken there by friends in a car. I went on my own this time, and I don't drive. And I discovered it's actually very easy to get to, even if you don't drive, because it's right beside one of Exeter's park and ride parks. So it's very easy to get to Exeter by train, and then travel down on. It takes about 20 minutes on the park and ride bus. So I set off, had a really good day out. The Matford Centre, where it's held, is actually it's a venue, but it's also mainly used as a sort of farmers market. So there's once a week there's a cattle show there. Trading goes on, and the big, massive advantage of that, from my point of view, is that the catering facilities are out of this world. Farmers really like their grub, and it's got a massive sort of social area and cafeteria, which does absolutely gorgeous breakfast. So that was the first place I headed for. I was salivating by the time I got there, the thought of having a good old farmer's breakfast. And then I set about looking around the show. It's not a massive show. It's certainly bigger than Plymouth this year, because Plymouth decided not to have an event this year, and I've heard that they're not planning to have one next year either. Which is a great shame. So it's certainly the largest show in my locality, and it's still all the same. It still doesn't draw a great many big name traders. In the past, Warlord have been there, and Peter Pig, but neither of those were there this year. So all the traders were sort of medium to small businesses, and there wasn't really a great deal that I needed to, or wanted to buy anyway, and I didn't really see masses that made me get my wallet out of my pocket. This was one though. These are all 3D resin printed models from a chap called Design Studio. And I basically had Congo in mind for some, just basically scatter terrain really, but I thought I would add some animals to my Congo game, so I got a rhinoceros. I got a half submerged hippo. Now this I could use in the game. There are rules for hippo in the campaign supplement to Congo. I've got a giraffe, which will look good on the savannah settings. So that was for Congo, and then for my Jacobite games, I got a couple more Highland cattle, just to add into the mix of cattle that I've got already. So this is the same. It's just the STL file has been reversed, so it looks slightly different, but it's the same. It's a mirrored pose, to the same pose mirrored, as it were. And also got this because I thought this might be suitable for the Aztecs when I get those Wargames Atlantic figures painted that I showed you recently. So that was Design Studio, and then the only other money, apart from the breakfast and the entry fee, the only other money, and the train fare down there, which wasn't very much at all. The only other money I spent was on a little piece of scratch built terrain, which caught my eye, some desert terrain. And this was from a company, just zoom out a little bit, just so you see the whole thing there. This was from a company called Warpaint Figures. But as I say, there wasn't much else that I really wanted. You know, I didn't have in mind to spend a great deal. I could have splashed out on some, you know, impulse buys, but I managed to resist the temptation. But there were companies like Charlie Foxtrot were there, and Ironclad Miniatures was another one. Colonel Bills, which, you know, he sort of appears at a lot of Wargame shows now, selling used figures, painted and unpainted second-hand figures, which is a good source for cheaper miniatures. But yeah, this struck me. Can use it in my French Foreign Legion games maybe, but I thought it might even do for 15mm planes in, you know, Planes Wars, Pony Wars type of terrain. So that was all the terrain. So I'll now show you all the footage I took. The as I say, traders were small to middling kind of traders, and I didn't film any of the traders' stands, but I did film all the games, and all the games were good to exceptional, I would say. There was some fantastic, you know, demo games and participation games, and the scenery and the figures were all of a very high standard, and some of them were outstanding, I thought, but I'll let you be the judge of that. And I won't say any more, so I'm just going to show you the footage and then it'll come to an end, and that's it. So I'll say goodbye now. Thanks very much for watching, and I can recommend Legionary if you're ever in Devon and in May and fancy going to a Wargame show. Bye for now.
All right, yeah, I normally come prepared. Still morning.
Not stopping to run?
Unfortunately not, I have to drive home. But when I get home, there may well be a run or two.
I used to have a poster at work. Oh my god.
Yes.
Drinking rum before the top.
Byron, I concur with that kind of thing.
Right. Doing pictures for the Research magazine.
Oh, okay, yes.
That's okay. Wrong with the view in front of it.
In front of it? Do you want me to stand on that side and point and stuff, or do you want me in front here?
In front of it.
In front here. With the flag, stands this side.
Yes, yeah, I know Dave. I was saying to you there, my figures are still in the box.
Do you know what? So many people say that. It's just like, come on!
I've backed the new Kickstarter.
The new one, Raise the Black, yeah. Well, when that comes out, so probably for this show next year, but I'll probably be doing the round of it. Yeah. I did Salute in November.
He was saying, because
I have a, what is it? It's 20 feet long. I think it's 6x20 of open coke inlet in this scale.
You were saying you had somebody moved out from Cromwell. So you sold a terraced house in London, you bought a mansion in Cornwall.
I'm not from London. That's the guy from London. That's the guy from London. I'm from the Midlands. I've sold modestly over there and still renting down. 50.
Some chance to membership. So actually does, because when you exactly no, should have. No, Western Germany in particular have been encroaching that way.
Don't raise that
You can still see some of his guys, but you'd have to move up.
Section. Mortars are a team, aren't they? Yeah.
Just do ones to activate.
Yeah. I need to measure for a second. Okay. So I'm going to do my section will be the machine gun here. So let's do that one. Yeah.
No, we're keeping this perfectly random mistake because they're jumping to see the bridge. But obviously someone's going to think, you know.
Especially when you're attacking a defending position.
What's the fours and sixes? Sorry? Fours and sixes. So I need fours to hit. Okay, so the way that the allocation, so it's going to be one hit on each of the puppies, and then that one, and one hit on him, and then a second hit on one of the puppies.
Well, you can do Game of Thrones. You've got then Ice Dragon. These were basically Game of Thrones soldiers, aren't they? Medieval, weren't they? I've got the 3 McFarlane Game of Thrones dragons.
Oh yes.
Have you seen those? I've got the 3 of them, which are right for this, yeah. They're choosing the one of the crappy bases. I'm going to put them on Space Mill, 90mm bases. They're like a little rock at the minute.
Sorry?
Statue.
Is that where it films? Is that warming on the tea?
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Yeah, funny old bloke apparently. When he's very pedantic. Very, wanted things his way and that because, and he wasn't that particularly good with his lines either. I watched a program on him. But he was quite old with the work.
I was surprised. Quite into this class. So yeah.
So I think he's suited.
I'll tell you about
The sexy
No, it's chaos.
Yeah, get it done in an hour. Great game.
That's good.
There's no point spending the only thing is probably accept free tickets.
And it looks just as good.
No, that's fine, thank you.
Quite one there.
I'm a bit more zoomed in than that.
Badger's going to put a scrote. So you call him a scrote? Going off to try
Punch, shoe, mate.
Scrote.
What am I doing?
Scrote.
Hey?
Got a scrote.
I found the exhibition Richard to do with Richard III, showing the skeletons and all that. I found it very moving. I didn't realise I would be so emotional.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I lived in Derby and I went up to Matford sort of the boulders.
He's going 3.
Yeah.
I'm going 3. That's going 3.
6s.
Oh, 6s. I didn't realise he was going fast as well.
Heavies.
2-4. Yeah. Can he also fire his front gun into the small shot?
-2 for the snap slot, take it to 8. +1 for close range, take it to 7. And then -1 for small shot, take it back 8. So, number 3 damage on you.
I've got to get out on fire. The second generation was pretty horrific. Yeah.
Start getting to get him into that course.
The early ones are quite good. As long as you get your yes, yeah. You get them. Or kill all in this. These are going to take 3 turns to reload.
It's like matchlocks.
Yeah, they've got the matchlocks. And whereas the Indians have flintlocks, so it's
in the wood.
the Indians. But of course, it was almost like King Philip almost felt he had to have a rising because his young chiefs were really annoyed with it for selling the land and getting the money that he was keeping and using. So he kind of invested in his military.
So if I roll a small booklet,
yeah, there's quite a good book I read quite recently on this one. It was about the Mayflower, but it goes from the Mayflower to King Philip. Does links the two really nice.
Fire 5. One hit.
Well, it's because you get a bit of
One save, but from machine gun fire,
skips over the frame of
so 3d6. Sorry, 2d6 and 6.
Petersburg was like that. Petersburg was and there were fires and everything else. They were doing all sorts of
It's an interesting period. I mean, the French suggested.
Oh, he can. So he can use it or
I'll have to go over. I went to Virginia.
And the Vietnamese were very.
There's the primary is my I was obsessed with this thing.
He attacked their partner.
But yeah, fascinating stuff. Yeah, in order to see Battlefield.
I used to work they all hit artillery with 2 meters from land beyond the
Royal Horse actually is going to advance forward to the point between the wood and the field.
Well, along, but up against the wood?
No.
3 damage, so that becomes 5. I'm Drax, so I take 1 less damage anyway, so I take 4 damage. So I took 4 damage. After this attack is resolved, this character pushes the target capture away short. Push character gains slow special. So you push me away short,